And that snow's coming back down here as you get into places like Columbia. Again, that band of snow kind of kicking things off is starting to work its way right along the interstate. This is a live look this morning at what some of us were waking up to around pre-owned of Columbia. 10 degrees, though. That's kind of where some of these issues are. As cold as it is out there, it does not take much in terms of snowfall to cause some issues. And timing-wise, what we're thinking is mainly going to be this morning, but it could even last into the early afternoon hours in terms of the problems. And again, the problem's looking like that accumulating snow and that low visibility when we see some of those heavier snow bands moving on through. Latest look at FUTURETRACK, though, again, that's starting to work its way off toward the north as we get into the next hour or two. And then as we get toward about 10 and 11 o'clock later on this morning into the early afternoon hours, I think a lot of this starts to wrap up as it's pulling off toward the north and east. By this evening, I think anything lingering is going to scoot over toward Illinois later on tonight. But again, by that time, the damage has been done. We're going to be looking at about 1 to 2 inches just about across the board. Maybe those darker blues kind of circling about Moberly down toward Columbia. Could even get down toward Jefferson City, where we might see maybe some of us sneaking up around 2 inches of that new snowfall. But again, it doesn't take a whole lot to be affecting those roadways. Again, a lot of them still kind of hanging on from what we were tracking earlier in the week. So we're going to be looking at some impacts here, especially as we get into this morning out on some of those roadways, not only with that, but even some visibility issues as some of that heavier snow works its way down. I think we'll start to improve things as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, but it's probably going to be before about Thursday and Friday before we see some real improvements on some of those neighborhood roads. A little more sunshine headed our direction as we close out this work week.